Welcome back to Society Case Files. My name is Robert, and today I'm building Krondys from the Stormcast Eternals. He is a big old dragon, and he came with the Stormbringer Premium Edition. So if you paid for the more expensive version of the subscription, then he came with issue 15, which I actually did a video about because I didn't get 15 through 18. They just never arrived, and that included a battle mat and this character. So I contacted them and they hooked me up. Actually, they were really amazing. So Hashit Group gets a big thumbs up for me. But anyway, about this model, for the most part, he was very straightforward until I got to a specific point, and that was his head. Getting the head to work was just miserable. The instructions weren't that great, and I really struggled with it. So if you get to this point with the head and you're kind of confused, just really pay attention to the jowls or the cheekbones, and note that the sort of horns go at the bottom and they face the rear of the dragon. That might help a little bit, but that's about the best advice I can give, because otherwise it was just crazy. I really didn't like that portion. And then there's a second thing that was really annoying, and that was the little collar it wears. It does not connect up in a way that I liked between the two pieces. I got it on there eventually after I'd finished the whole thing. I just put it on, but I was very close to just leaving it off and not having it on the model at all. And even when you look at the promotional photos, it's not lining up the best, and I'm not entirely sure why. It should have been basically one big piece that you connect together with glue. That's not really the case, and you'll see what I mean when we get there. And I try it once with the video and then give up and again come back to it later. It is very straightforward though. You just put it over his neck and connect the two pieces together. I glued a little bit to keep it in place, some on his back and some on his chest, so that those two things wouldn't rattle around or anything. But anyway, those are the two big points. In fact, those are the two things, the head and that collar, that would elevate the difficulty. Now, there's one more thing that I think does elevate the difficulty, and that is the fact that the wings are just massive. And so when you put them on, you're going to have to find a way to secure them for a little bit. But anyway, let's jump into the build and watch the video, and I'll come back at the end with a few more thoughts. Thanks very much. there he is, Krondys, all finished. So big, it's hard to film him. This is a pretty frustrating model, and that was made doubly so by the very last thing I did before him, which was a Necromunda set, and it was just annoying. It was not a good week for building, but I'm glad I've got him. He's going to be a great addition to the Stormcast Eternals, and he does look awesome, especially once he gets painted. I think he's going to be great. Let me know what you think of the Stormcast Eternal Behemoths in the comments, or if there's a model you'd like to see built, let me know and I'll put it on the list. Otherwise, be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. And this is Robert from Society Case Files, signing off.